What is fascism? Fascism was a political ideology based on repression and torture which emerged in Italy and exercised dominion in many parts of Europe. Fascism is an extreme right-wing ideology, movement, and totalitarian system of government that emerged in the interwar period. When was fascism? Fascist regimes were established in Europe during the first half of the 20th century, and since then many governments have adopted some of their forms. The first fascist regime was the Italy of Benito Mussolini, who coined the term in the 1919, followed by the Germany of Adolf Hitler, 1933-1945, and the Spain of Francisco Franco during its first decade, 1939-1949. What did fascism arise? Fascist ideology took advantage of the fear, but also of the period of democracy during the interwar period. Economically, the fascist regime intervenes in the market to favor system industry and control the labor movement through a vertical union.
The fascism in China was mostly influenced by the Kuomintang, also referred as the Kuomintang, and it was a major political party in the Republic of China, and also the dominant one during the Republican era that went from 1928 to 1949. It was formed after the First Sino-Japanese War, a conflict between the Qing dynasty of China and the Empire of Japan. The Kuomintang was originally called the Revived China Society, which planned to establish prosperity for China and as a platform for future revolutionary activities. The Kuomintang followed the leadership of Chiang Kai-shek. In March 1932, the Blue Shirt Society, also known as the Society of Practice of the Three Principles of the People, was founded as a fascist paramilitary organization and as a secret ultranationalist faction that modeled after the Italian Mussolini's Black Shirts in the Kuomintang. The Kuomintang tried in many ways to impose their ideals on people. Then things went to the point where the Chinese Communist Party and the Kuomintang started a secession when the Soviets were against the Northern Expedition, whose purpose was to reunify China and curbing Chiang's power. Then, after 22 years, the war ended with the Chinese Communist Party victory.
When did fascism emerge in Germany? National Socialism, commonly shortened to Nazis, was the ideology of the regime that ruled Germany from 1933 to 1945. With the rise to power of Adolf Hitler's National Socialist German Works Party. What was fascist in Germany? In 1933, the Austro-Hungarian military leader Adolf Hitler took the power in Germany, adopting a fascist vision with a strong racist agenda against all those who did not belong to the Aryan race, which was considered superior. Hitler raged against hippies, homosexuals, and the mentally ill, among others. He created Nazis or National Socialist Party, but it had nothing to do with social ideologies. What did German fascists achieve? The German leader was founder the Nazi Party, set up a totalitarian regime, and promoted the invasion of Poland in 1933, which led to the outbreak of World War II, the fear of extermination, and impact on middle-class citizens, and caused many to choose collaborate with the fascist regime.
Italian fascism.
All within the state, nothing outside the state, nothing against the state. Benito Mussolini.
Benito Mussolini started his career as a teacher and grew up in a humble family. His interest in politics stemmed from his involvement with the Italian Socialist Party. But gradually, his ideas became more radical, which led to his split from the socialists. Fascism was born in Italy after the World War I, with the social and political unrest in the country. Also, in 1922, a violent march took place that forced Victor Emmanuel III to cede power to Benito Mussolini, thus giving birth to the Fascist Party. Then, Mussolini got the church on his side with the Lateran Treaty, which recognized the independent state of the Vatican. Now, talking about the detractors of fascism, we have Bella Ciao, a representative song of the movement, because it talks about the fight against the injustice in Italy. Interesting facts. The fascist instrument of action Rome was chosen by Mussolini to present his authority and dictatorship. Mussolini and Hitler support each other militarily, and they had a strong friendship. Mussolini's father was an admirer of Benito Juárez and therefore decided to name his son as him.
Fascism is a type of totalitarian government in which people don't have the right to opinion or individual freedoms, remaining at the mercy of the authority that governs them. So we can say that political fascism is authoritarian and economically it perceives some of the components of capitalism, and through its completely planned and intervened, we can also say that many political and economic elements are present in other ideas that are not usually associated with it. Fascism is not present in the fans of Hitler or Mussolini because fascism is still present in tools who legitimize the power of the states over our personal and economical freedoms in the name of a supposed national of social.